Hello, and welcome back to Insider Tips, how to make IT work better for your business. This is episode 3. The title of this episode is You Control Your Business Processes, Make Sure You Get Them As You Want Them. So my name is Robert Vane. Let's get one thing out first. I'm an IT industry insider, been for the last 30 years or so. Recently I've become sort of more and more frustrated with the industry and the way it works, the way it operates, the system. So I'm basically providing some tips for business leaders to how to navigate that system. So you might be under the impression that an IT application is kind of there to support your business operations. Well, it kind of is, but likely not in the way that you think it is. The vast majority of what an IT application actually does, its fundamentals, is to capture information in screens and to service its own internal mechanisms, its own internal database and processes. It collects data, does a few things with it, it stores it. Normally by the format of some kind of screen form input that's kind of very tightly linked to the internal database underpinnings. So what you see basically in the screen is pretty much exactly what you see in the database arrangement, and quite often applications will actually tell you what database field you're actually putting that thing into, because it's almost a one-to-one relationship. Sure, it might do some other clever stuff as well in between. Some might even have some kind of rudimentary sort of workflows for specific activities that basically maybe even join the forms together in certain ways or flow you through these forms. But it's the vast majority of what it does is just an internal translation. It's from screen to database storage. That's basically what it does. And IT applications can do this because the data that you use to define a particular area, it's easy to define. So because everybody uses the same basic data for any particular operational business area, like purchasing or manufacturing. It's the same data. So this has to be the case. Otherwise, think about it. It has to be the case. Otherwise, the off-the-shelf package just wouldn't exist. Everything would be bespoke built. So they kind of know the what. So they focus on providing you with a way to gather and store the what. Yeah. What they don't do and what they don't know and do very well is the rest of it. The other 5 questions: the where, the how, the who, when, the why, of how you intend to use that data in your particular business. Yeah. Especially when there's multiple IT applications involved. They don't build them to do that. They build them to basically serve their own internal structures. So in reality, your business processes and workflows, the way that your employees interact with the IT implications, it's fundamentally flawed, and it actually works against you. It's like having a production line that you've done in sort of 10 bits, 10 segments, and there's no way to actually link them together end to end. You wouldn't create a production line that way. You have a seamless flow of product from first process all the way through to hitting the packaging and going out the end. That's the way that you build your production lines. But that's kind of not how applications work. They're very disparate. They're very siloed to the database that they're under. And so, to kind of add insult to injury here, then the IT and the consulting industry that kind of supports them, then they sell you lots of BI software and services to try and reconnect, try and reconstruct all this stuff back together. And sort of by using extraction of the raw data, where most of the context, the timing, the sequence, the purpose of the data collection relevant to your specific business, it's pretty much lost. It's it just doesn't exist anymore. The context is gone. And now it's the final straw. Then you are being then urged to digitally transform. So to pay huge amounts of even more money to then rework your IT estate to do really what it should be doing already. It's bad and it's crazy, right? So what you needed actually was business systems that actually matched your business processes and flows in the first place. Most of what actually is done in the name of sort of business intelligence and digital transformation, it becomes completely unneeded if your business processes are basically perfectly matched, because your business would already have business connectivity. It would already have business intelligence. It would already have that business connectivity about your specific business out of the box. And this is why, even now in the 2020s, after 60 years of computers helping us, customers still have to wait 2 days for the balance to update on the smartphone applications, still get payment reminders when they've already paid. Does this make your business look like it knows what it's doing? Probably not. Do you think your customers are going to tolerate that in this incredibly discerning age that we now live in? Probably not. But there is good news. You can demand that your business processes are supported, and sort of what diversions you'll accept as closely as possible, and more importantly, what you won't accept. So you, as a business, you kind of have to do your homework first, though, because the IT industry, the whole industry, has been able to get away with this for decades because of your weakness in recording a definitive business architecture. So, the organizational structures, processes, flows, roles, business rules, KPIs, all that kind of stuff of your operational business. And only when you can have that detailed knowledge behind you can you start then exercising choice. So this is yet another area where the IT industry will not invest in solutions until you start demanding better. So more flows and less sort of generic input forms, more usability, more data sharing and ability to basically see screens all over the place, from less integration and spaghetti, more inbuilt operational reporting and insight, and less data marts and data lakes and all that kind of stuff that they're trying to get you to buy. More value from less IT. That's what you really need. So use your business processes as a yardstick, except no less than a perfect match or an out-of-the-box way to achieve it at as little cost as possible. So it's the IT industry's responsibility to meet your needs, not the other way around. And if you do this will help you avoid expensive failures, because let's face it, these things happen all the time, and it will lead to business systems that meet your needs more closely. It will lead to IT working better for your business. Thanks for listening.